Setting fitness goals, well, that can be both challenging and a little daunting depending where you're at. Whether you want to lose some weight, gain a little bit of muscle rather, or improve your endurance, it can be very overwhelming to try and focus on a specific fitness target. So this Wellness Wednesday, we're looking at simplifying our workouts to meet reachable goals. And joining us to talk more about this is, of course, fitness coach Michael Wittig. Michael, thanks so much for being back
Happy
here
to be back
today. So fitness can look different for a lot of different people. What works for someone might not work for someone else. But for someone who is wanting to just simply lose weight, what can they do?
So first of all, let me say that doing something is generally better than nothing, regardless what you're doing, but as long as you're safe. But if you're going to take the time to work out, people generally want results.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it. That's what keeps us motivated. So if you're training for your goals, you're going to get better results. So if you're trying to lose weight, continue to do your strength training, but you don't have to lift massively heavy. You know, maybe do some strength training, but also keep those reps, let them go up to 10 to 15 reps, but rest longer between sets. Combine exercises back to back, do circuits, basically move. And you want to do some cardio with your strength training to help you accelerate the fat loss.
Okay, and then those are some more intense workouts too, like the strength training you mentioned. There's a lot of classes people can take, and I know those can get pretty intense, especially if they're 30 minutes to an hour long. What are some things people can do if they're just simply wanting to build muscle and maybe look like you one day?
So if you're wanting to build, I'm not that big, but if you want to build a little bit of muscle, you want to lift heavier and more intense. So more in the 6 to 12 rep range. Okay, warm up and lift the heavy 6 to 12 with very strict form. Rest longer between sets so you can lift more weight. Okay, and maybe back down on the cardio. You don't need to do as much cardio when you're trying to build muscle.
Okay, and then let's talk about aging healthy aging here, because a lot of people are wanting to stay in shape as they age. What's your advice on how to accomplish that?
Well, first of all, be really safe. Okay, don't try to do what you did 20, 30 years ago. It's a different time of life. So machines are very good for that, but keep your reps higher. Lift in that 12, 20 rep range. Focus on reps versus heavy weight. Make sure you're doing strict form, and if you don't know how, get a trainer that has specialty in mobility and working with individuals with maybe less mobility or injuries, so they can teach you how to do that stuff safely. And then focus on stretching and mobility movements, so you can do the things you want to do in life and reach up and grab things and go hiking with grandchildren and not hurt yourself.
A lot of people, I feel like, who haven't been to the gym in a while feel overwhelmed by everything that's there and maybe are a little hesitant to ask for help from a trainer just because it's clear they're one of the few people there with a trainer. But I mean, it helps to get a plan in motion, make sure you're doing all the movements right. So like you mentioned, you're not going to get any injuries and have to go to, you know, a doctor, a chiropractor.
Absolutely, and make sure you're getting with a qualified, certified trainer. There's people that can go out there and get a $50 internet special and say they're a trainer, but they may not be qualified to train you, especially if we're talking about healthy aging.
How do you look to see if they are qualified?
You ask them what their certifications are, and you accept only the best, like NASM, ISSA, ACE. Versus something maybe you've never heard of. And do your research like you would buying a car or something else, because this is your body and your health. It's more important than electronics. So do your Google searches, read your reviews, spend a couple minutes and do some research.
Okay, good to know. Michael, thank you so much again for all that good information. Craig and Stacia, we'll send it back over to you guys.